What's up, guys? It's Casey Zelgelman, aka the Fourth Sanderson Sister, coming at you with a couple Hocus Pocus news updates and some predictions for our Hocus Pocus year of 2024. So the first one I want to talk about is the one that went down last night. The Emmys were last night. The Emmys for 2023, because the writer's strike was a thing in 2023 when they should have been doing that, and then the Actors Guild was a thing. So it was last night. And in case anyone wasn't aware, Hocus Pocus 2 was nominated for 3 Emmys. It was nominated for Outstanding Music Composition for John Debney, because he's the GOAT. It was nominated for Outstanding Fantasy Sci-Fi Costumes for Salvador Perez Jr. And it was also nominated for Outstanding Television Movie. But here's the problem with what we were dealing with since we were nominated and what we were going up against. We were going up against dramas and like a sci-fi sequel or a prequel thing. Comedies don't win Emmys most of the time, or at least comedy movies don't win Emmys most of the time. It's usually the dramas, the period dramas, or true stories, or sci-fi stuff like Prey, which dominated a lot, and The Last of Us, which dominated a lot. We didn't win any of them, so spoiler alert, we didn't win anything. We got a big fat 0. I thought maybe, just surely we'd at least get Outstanding Composition. I wasn't expecting us to get Outstanding Television Movie for the simple fact that we were going up against Prey. We were going up against Prey in the Predator franchise. There was no way on God's green earth we were going to beat those guys. There was no way. I knew that going in. I was like, oh no. No, we're dead. We're dead in the water. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. And I think we lost out on costumes to a period drama piece that I don't really give a patootie about. So I just cared about Hocus Pocus 2. I didn't care about what we were up against other than the fact that I knew we were up against Prey, and I was like, we're done for. But yeah, I thought for sure we'd at least get score. Come on. John Debney's a genius, and we didn't get score, and that honestly, it bothers me a little bit. But it's okay, because honestly, did you ever think we'd even get nominated for an Emmy? Let alone 3. I mean, let's look at this. Look at the past. It was we started from the bottom. We started from the bottom. Now we're here. Now we have 3 Emmy nominations for Hocus Pocus 2. Like, bro, that's pretty awesome in itself. Not to mention, we beat Prey in a different way. Breaking the Nielsen streaming record, I mean. You know, just 2.5 billion minutes watched in the first weekend. I still think we're the real winners here. We're the real winners. I don't care what they say. We still broke records. We did a good. So, good job, guys. We broke records. It's just a bummer we didn't have a trophy to show for it. But that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. I just wanted to talk about that real quick because it's a big thing that we were even nominated for an Emmy, let alone 3 of them. So the nominations themselves are great. We can now say Emmy-nominated movie, Hocus Pocus 2. Whoever thought we'd say those words? I didn't. I sure as heck didn't, but we were, and we can say those words. It is the Emmy-nominated Hocus Pocus 2. Ooh. Chills. Just, oh, there we go. Flashback. All right. So that was our first big news report thing is we didn't win any Emmys, but that's okay. But a reason to celebrate now. I have a reason to celebrate now. Ever since I got back from Salem, I've been following everything Salem on social media. And This one actually is from Omri on Instagram, which if you aren't following Omri Cats on Instagram, go follow him for updates on this little bad boy. Save the dates, ladies and gentlemen, October 11th, 12th, and 13th of this year, 2024. It's just a bunch of Halloween. We'll be back in Salem, Massachusetts for a whole weekend of events. And this time, it's not just going to be Omri, Vanessa, Thora, and Jason. They're bringing 2 mystery guests. I think I know who they're gonna be, but there's gonna be 6 Hocus Pocus actors up in Salem this year, and I'm trying to remind myself I'm saving for a house. I'm saving for a house. I don't need to go. I don't need to go. You guys need to remind me that I don't need to go when I really want to go and just do, because I really want to go back to Salem. I want to go back to Salem so bad, and the fact that I could go up for that would be really cool, but I'm trying to buy a house this year. Money is a problem. But it's okay. So if you're up in that area, or if you're planning a trip to Salem, or you want to go to the Salem, and you've needed a reason to go, this is your reason to go. I think they did like a big meet and greet party thing at Bit Bar in Salem in 2023, and that was cool. I wasn't there for it. It happened like 2 weeks after I got back, and me and my best buddy who went with me, we were just like, we should have waited. But it was okay because October was crazy at my regular job, and I needed to be here for that. So, but, it looked like a lot of fun, and they did a meet and greet in the Salem Common, and just a bunch of cool stuff. They did a bunch of cool stuff. So if you guys have ever wanted to meet a bunch of Hocus Pocus actors, and you've wanted to visit Salem, Massachusetts, here is your opportunity. I highly, highly suggest you take it. Seize the day. Do the thing. Just do the thing, guys. Do the thing. Go. Be free.
Fight. Win.
We're gonna just fight for your right to party. And go party with the Hocus Pocus people. Like, there's nothing better than that. There's nothing better than that. That's so much fun. I would love to go, but again, I really want to get a house. I really want to get a house. But I really want to go to this too. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I am super, super excited for that. They're gonna be there doing a lot of cool stuff. I really need to get Thora's autograph, and probably one of the others who is more than likely going to be there if I think it is who I think it is. I'm betting the mystery guests are going to be Jay and Ice. That's what I'm betting. But I could be wrong. So that's the other big news update, is they're heading back to Salem for It's Just a Bunch of Halloween, October 11th, 12th, and 13th of this year. Book now, because I booked in February for my, hotel, and that was a good idea. So book now, save the date, have fun, it's gonna be awesome. Alright, we've covered the 2 news reports. Now I want to kind of drift into 2024's outlook for this fandom as a whole. First off, I think we're gonna get some new merch this year. We've been getting new merch every year since 2017-ish. 2017 was when I started finding a lot of stuff. It's been within the last, 6-7 years, that this happened. So I'd say more is on the way, which means more merch reviews on this channel, so long as I can afford it. I gotta figure out how to write that stuff on my taxes. We'll get more merch. I guarantee we'll get more shirts. I guarantee we'll probably get some new Funko Pops. I'd be surprised if we didn't get new Funko Pops. I was looking at my Funko Pops while I was saying that, so I wasn't just staring off into the distance, in case anyone needed to know my Pops are over there. But I'd say we'll get some more of those. Maybe we'll get Max Allison this year. That'd be great. Maybe we'll get Jay and Ice this year. That'd be great. Add them to our little collection, please. So I'd say we'll get new Pops, get new shirts, probably get some new kitchen stuff, because that's apparently a big thing, and I cannot wait to have my Hocus Pocus kitchen. That's going to be awesome, because I got a lot of it already. I'd say we'll get some more stuff like that. Walmart will probably roll out some new things, because they're actually pretty good about it too. It's starting to go the way of Nightmare Before Christmas, where it's in fashion now, and everybody's like, I would actually like some Hocus Pocus merch. Thank you! So there's that. I think some more behind-the-scenes stuff from Hocus Pocus 1 and Hocus Pocus 2 especially may likely surface throughout the year, now that people are back on social media and stuff. I could see like Salvador, because Salvador's been awesome about posting behind the scenes things. He just posted one recently of Bet at a photo shoot, and it was cool. I'd say we'll be able to look at some more stuff like that this year. I don't know how often, but I'd say something will pop up every now and then. And we'll be like, ooh, new thing! Shiny! Exciting! Kind of thing. We're little loot goblins some days. But it's fine. So I'd say that's another big thing we'll get this year, is some more behind the scenes stuff will come out. Maybe if we're lucky, those things we've been harping on for several years now, deleted scenes and bloopers from the first movie, will find their way to the surface in our vault, but I highly doubt that. But you never know, a miracle could happen. Speaking of bonus features and such, I'm kind of betting we won't get any new DVD releases this year, because we didn't get any last year during the 30th anniversary of Hocus Pocus, because that made sense. So I doubt we'll get any new, like, special edition release things this year, because it's the 31st anniversary, and who celebrates that? I mean, unless you're married, but I'm a kindly old spinster lady.
We are just three kindly old spinster ladies!
So I don't think we'll get any more of those. I'm also gonna say that the Hocus Pocus stage musical updates are also rather unlikely, because remember how we started 2023 with an update on the fact that there was a stage musical in the works, and then we didn't hear another word about it the entire year? Yeah, there still hasn't been any new news on that. I did a Google search earlier. It's the same ones from September 29th of 2022, and that's all we know, so I don't know if it's been shelved or if it's just in the works and nobody's talking about it. So it's out there in limbo somewhere, but I doubt we'll get any updates about that this year. But I'll keep my ears open. And then the one that I'm sure everybody will be wanting to know about, Hocus Pocus 3 news. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. Personally, I think it's going to be scarce, because last we heard, Jen was still, like, early development, still trying to figure out a story kind of thing for the new movie. I'm gonna need more than that to go on before I get excited, for sure, because I'm just terrified right now, and I've been terrified since it got announced last June. So, I think those updates will be scarce unless just, like, a lightning strike of ideas and stuff hit Jen, and suddenly the script is done and she's headed to Disney. Like, I don't know. Because it hasn't officially been confirmed at, like, an Investors Day meeting or anything. It's still, again, out in that limbo area where it's supposed to be happening, but we don't know anything more than that. We know there's a script in the works, but we don't know anything more than that. So I think it'll be a little sparse on the Hocus Pocus 3 news. But again, I could be surprised. Usually when I say that, something drops the very next day. We'll keep our eyes open for that. I'll definitely be keeping my eyes open for that. But we'll see what happens. I follow pretty well all the right people on the socials to know when they talk about it, but I don't know. I'll throw some theories out there for you guys every now and then, but right now, 3 is looking like it's just going to remain in that limbo state until we find out more about the script, really, because that's the important thing. I know the confirmation came from Sean Bailey. I had to think. It's been a while since I did that update. Sean Bailey about 3 happening, but again, it was just kind of a paraphrase, and there was no timeline given, and I really wish we would hurry up on giving us a timeline. Just so I know if I need to start panicking now or later. Just give me something to work with here. Overall, I think our outlook for 2024 is where we were pre-Hocus Pocus 2 being a thing. Just kind of doing our own thing over here in fandom land. We're that peaceful camp on the edge of the river that occasionally people will visit, maybe seasonally, to come get some stuff from us and then bugger off for the rest of the year. Yeah, we're here to trade for your goods. Thank you. We'll be back next October. Alright, thanks. Bye. See you later. Just leave us be. Don't bring any of your conflict over here. Because we are a very peaceful community. We are a very peaceful community, and I like that about us. I like that about this fandom. It's not dramatic, it's just fun. We're just fun people to hang around. Have you ever met a mean Hocus Pocus fan? I mean, honestly. I've met plenty of mean Harry Potter fans, mean Star Wars fans. Good lord, don't mess with Star Wars fans. It'll rip your heart out. I've met mean Ghostbusters fans, but have you ever met a mean Hocus Pocus fan? No. If you have, yikes. Odds are they belong to another fandom. They're not one of ours. But that's really kind of all I have for you guys today, is just kind of a State of the Union address. This was our State of the Union, beginning 2024. Here's what we're looking at for this year, and it ain't much. But the big thing in Salem's pretty big, though. It was pretty big. That was pretty exciting. It's more than pretty exciting. But we're just kind of where we were pre-Hocus Pocus 2, just chilling and doing our thing. I'll still be doing my thing. Told y'all I got a lot of new series coming out in the New Year's crowd work. If you haven't watched that, you can watch by clicking on this thing right here. You may want to get some snacks. It was a 4-hour stream, or just fast forward through some things, because it was long. It was long. It was longer than I was expecting, but it was fun. It was a blast. I loved hanging out with you guys. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. It's free. It helps me. What helps me helps you guys get more great content like this State of the Union address. I was hoping to do another theory this week, but my brain was not braining properly. It was not braining properly at all. So the theory that I was going to start working on, that I got about paragraph in before I went, ooh, I can't words this week. I can't do words this week. That will happen later. That will happen later. Maybe at the end of this week, we'll see. I've got Friday off, so you never know. It might be fun. We may get another upload this week, but don't hold me to it. It could be fine. But, I mean, you know, I blame the holidays. I really do blame the holidays, because you go through Christmas, and then you got that period between Christmas and New Year's where you don't know what time it is. You don't know what day it is. Can you start drinking at 10 a.m.? Sure, why not? Time doesn't exist in that little bit of window. And then you have New Year's Day, and then you go back to the work, and you don't know what day it is. You go to work. I went back to work on a Wednesday. I thought it was Monday. I woke up this morning, and I thought I was late for work, and then I realized it's Sunday, and I wasn't even working today.
I'm fine! Totally fine!
Yeah, I blame the holidays for why my brain is not braining and why y'all don't have a theory this week. So I hope you enjoyed the State of the Union and the chaos that is this outro. But next week, I have an exciting thing for you guys. We have an exciting thing. A very exciting thing. And I used the word we there for a reason. Next week, you'll get the very first episode of our brand new collaborative podcast / round table discussion series. I don't know exactly what to call it. Because it's a round table series between myself and Hocus Pocus Guide called The Sanderson Sisters and Us. We'll be getting together once a month for these episodes, where we're just going to have a conversation about Hocus Pocus. Odds are the first episode's going to be about the third one. We'll see what happens. And it's going to premiere here on the fourth Sanderson Sister. After that, we're going to be taking turns posting the episodes on our channels. So February's episode is going to be over on Hocus Pocus Guide's channel. Which means you need to subscribe to him and subscribe to me to keep up with the podcast / round table series. And follow us both on Instagram while you're at it. If you're a regular on this channel, please remember to drop a like and share your thoughts on this news down below. Guys, get prepared for the round table next week. I'm very, very excited to start doing this with Philip. We're going to have a blast talking about Hocus Pocus, because we just go off the walls when we start talking, and it's a great time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Casey Zelgelman, aka the fourth Sanderson Sister, and I'll see you witches and wizards later.
I am